AITA for not sharing my inheritance with my parents' foster son. I 35 am recently lost my parents in a tragic and unexpected accident, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything that's happened. My parents were fairly well off, owning a couple of properties and having investments, but they didn't leave a will. So, as their only biological child, everything is legally coming to me once the estate is sorted out by the solicitors. My parents fostered a boy at Den 16M. Since he was 5, Ben has been part of the family for over a decade, and my parents treated him like their own son. But since he was never adopted or made a legal heir, he's not entitled to any of the inheritance. Ben isn't being left completely out in the cold, though. As a looked-after child, he has an AITA set up in his name by the government, which I understand the government contributes to. My parents also put money into it each year. I don't have access to the exact numbers yet because everything is still being managed by the solicitors, but from what I remember it was around 8 to 9K per year. This means Ben will have a decent amount of money when he turns 18, plus whatever support he gets from social services. In the meantime, here single quotes s, where it gets complicated. My girlfriend has gotten quite close to Ben over the years, and she thinks I should share the inheritance with him. She argues that Ben has now lost two sets of parents, his biological ones and now my parents, and that it would be the right thing to do. She feels that Ben deserves something more than just his AITA, especially since my parents considered him their son. I understand where she's coming from, and I feel for Ben. Losing my parents has been devastating, and I can't imagine what it's like for him to lose another set of parental figures, but at the same time, I'm not sure it's fair to expect me to give up a portion of my inheritance. This money could help secure my future, enable me to buy a home, invest, or start a family. I don't have access to the inheritance yet, but when everything is finalized, it will legally belong to me. I'm torn between what I'm being told is the right thing and what I feel is fair. I've always been polite with Ben, but we never really bonded, especially since I was already an adult and living away when he came into the family. So, AITA for not planning to share my inheritance with my parents' foster son. I feel guilty, but I also think I have the right to keep what's legally mine. Subscribe,